Hi there, my name is Anna, and today I want to talk about Swedish before this decluttering. And if you are new here, so hi, and I would like to explain why I decided to talk about this because I work in a hospice mobile unit, and every day I meet people who are going to die soon, and I speak to them and their relatives, and trying to provide them best service possible. And since we are a mobile hospice unit, I every day I'm visiting my patients in their houses, in their apartments, and like everybody else, young and old and mid-aged people, we have a lot of stuff, and it's not only the case of dying people. I myself, I have a lot of stuff. Even I consider myself more on the minimalist side. We still have a lot of things. And can you imagine when you are like 60 plus, 70 plus, through your whole life you have accumulated a lot of things, and I quite often think, this person is going to die, and how relatives will feel when they need to clear out this apartment in order, I don't know, maybe to live there, maybe to sell it, maybe to rent it out. You never know. Sometimes I see people who are living in apartment that are provided by social service, so it's not their apartment, and when they are going to die, all of the stuff that's inside will be thrown away. Just special service will come and will just collect everything that is there, and it will be thrown away. And it looks like, in terms of infrastructure and giving apartments to people in need, it's okay. But in terms of seeing that someone's life is thrown away, it's quite dramatic, I would say. And of course, we have a lot of stuff, and you can't throw out everything by yourself, because you still need stuff to live. It doesn't matter how many days you have left in your life, you need it. And that's why there is this term that is called in Sweden, sorry for my Sweden pronunciation, it's called declutterring. And it literally means decluttering, cleaning out before death. And so what it is, and when it's recommended to start, this about age 65 plus, when you are kind of retired, and anything can happen anytime. But I think, because of my job, I would say that it needs to be considered individually, because younger people might have some health issues, difficulties that might shorten life, or in general, you have this feeling that something might happen to you. You need to start it out. And I was thinking about myself, that when time comes, I would like to do it, because I feel it gives, relief to relatives, to ones who are left here in this world, and they are not in need to go through all of your stuff, because probably, they have emotional connection, and it might be really hard to throw away life of your loved one, and still you can't keep everything. And that's why it's important to declutter yourself as much as you can, as much as it's possible. And everything starts pretty much the same as regular decluttering. It's easier to start with not meaningful items, for example, kitchen stuff, maybe some technical stuff, some furniture as well. And then the last one will be, your memorabilia and all nostalgic items like photos and some letters and some papers. And there is this idea that you can put all the embarrassing things in one box and write it, somehow put a sign on it, so it will be thrown away after your death, or I don't know, burned after your death, and to ask a favor of doing this to some relatives or close people, because you know this stuff is important to you and you want to keep it as long as you're alive, but this stuff might be embarrassing for others to see, to read, to touch, and that's why this might be like really important and challenging at the same time. And you know, the older we become, the I guess more we understand how much stuff we have and how less actually we need, how because you know we don't need as much clothes anymore, we don't need as much, I don't know, furniture and bedding and all the stuff, you know. But I've been to places, to apartments where hoarders are living, and there everything is filled with boxes, with bags, with some, you know, creepy items, and this is a mental health disorder, and you can't, even if the person is in hospice care and is kind of dying, you can't fix it up, because this is a mental health issue, and when a patient is dying anyway, you know, it's not the most important thing to figure out, but then it will be big issue for relatives, for family, because they probably will want and need to clear out. So the main idea of this video, main message is, let's try to keep clean our mind, our heart, and our place where we are living, our apartment. And you know, sometimes it might be challenging because you have animals, because you have kids, and they want stuff, they need stuff, and you know, you're not alone living. Probably if you are not living alone, then you know, other people also need stuff, and more people in the house, more stuff in the house, but still, you know, it's better for environment, it's better for us to have less stuff and to keep our place clean and nice, and don't create problems for our family members in case we are going to leave this world and to chase another side, as I usually say. So thank you for listening this, and hope you liked this hospice worker perspective on decluttering. Thank you for watching, and bye 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 bye.